And the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, is deploying a team to East Palestine, Ohio. The decision to send in FEMA comes just days after the state Republican governor, Mike DeWine, said the agency had determined the city was not eligible for federal aid. The team will assess conditions and provide resources after the release of toxic chemicals. Earlier this month, a Norfolk Southern train carrying hazardous chemicals derailed in the town. To avoid an explosion, officials released the chemicals into the air and evacuated the town and surrounding area. Residents were told it was safe to return after a few days, but many of them have reported various sicknesses and symptoms. There have also been wildlife have died, including thousands of fish in the nearby creeks and streams. Joining us now live from East Palestine is NBC News correspondent George Solis. George, thanks for being with us. What's the very latest there in a city where I know so many are still very much on edge?
Yeah, good morning. Many residents here very upset. The CEO came into town over the weekend and met with some local leaders, some firefighters, even a few of his own employees that work here in town. Many of these residents frustrated that they did not get a chance to voice their concerns, specifically about their health concerns. This as the Ohio Department of Health announces they are getting ready to open a health clinic here in town tomorrow.
This morning, residents of East Palestine expressing their frustration.
It's a terrible accident. It falls on their shoulders. It's their train.
After Alan Shaw, the CEO of Norfolk Southern, made an unannounced trip to the town, his second visit since the toxic train derailment nearly 3 weeks ago. This as fears over air, water, and soil quality in this tight-knit town escalate.
Why can't they do anything about our air? To walk out this morning, it was like I couldn't breathe.
Mike McKim was among a small group of business owners and community members that spoke with the CEO privately.
He was apprehensive about coming here with a bunch of angry people. I'm not afraid to say that it wasn't right. And there's a lot of other people that feel the same way that I feel.
Security cameras from McKim's newly opened winery captured the nearby fiery derailment. His business now sits empty as customers cancel reservations over health concerns. In an interview with our NBC affiliate, Shaw declined to answer specific questions about cleanup concerns.
We're being completely transparent, completely collaborative with the Ohio EPA on this.
In a letter to Shaw, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg called for accountability, writing, "The people cannot be forgotten, nor can their pain be simply considered the cost of doing business."
I've made it very clear. I am terribly sorry for what has happened to this community.
Norfolk Southern says they've distributed more than $2.6 million to help residents.
It's like, okay, is it safe to take a shower? Is it safe to even wash our dishes or anything using that water?
The EPA saying there are still no air or water quality concerns, but many residents are still using bottled water, some relying on giveaways like this one. Even so, the future of this town still uncertain.
Yes, you're still worried.
Oh, yeah. How could you not be worried?
And as you heard Norfolk Southern saying, they have paid out some $2.6 million to residents and business owners here. More money expected to be handed out in the coming days. But again, residents here just want assurances about their drinking water. Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown saying that those still concerned should still be drinking bottled water. This as the Ohio Attorney General announces that his office is considering a lawsuit against the rail company as the investigation into this derailment continues. Jonathan?
NBC's George Solis live in East Palestine, Ohio. Thank you very much for your reporting this morning. And Douglas Brinkley, you're a real Renaissance man. You're here as a presidential historian, but you also wrote a book, Silent Spring Revolution, about the history of the environmental movement. Talk to us about the intersection of politics and the environment, particularly when it comes to a crisis like this.
Yeah, crisis triggers everything. Just to tell you, in 1969 in Ohio, the Cuyahoga River caught fire. And Time magazine ran a story about it, and then suddenly the country woke up and said, what's happening to, our rivers? And Lake Erie is dying. The mayor, Carl Stokes of Cleveland, had to make a big deal out of it. Dr. Seuss said, smeary Lake Erie. Kurt Vonnegut, the great novelist, said about the lakes and rivers of Ohio, it's human excrement and Clorox bottles. It was dying. That's 69. 1970, you get the birth of the Environmental Protection Agency. We're dealing with Jimmy Carter on President's Day. It was Carter who created FEMA, who's going in now to help people there in Ohio. It was Carter who designated Superfund sites. We have toxic dump sites all over America. This has been a botched job that's going on now in Ohio by about everybody. The bottom line is the crisis came. People are hurting. Nobody's willing to drink the water. Wildlife is dying. You're going to have lawsuits galore against the rail companies. And there's not been somebody who's been able to come out and tell people answers. When somebody has rashes and somebody's kid's sick and people has asthmatic conditions, don't say that it's not that big a deal. It is a big deal. In the Flint crisis, Obama eventually went there and actually drank some water, tell people if it's filtered, it's okay. We're going to need a presidential or vice presidential moment there in Ohio.
Douglas, so many of the major legislation that had been passed, it's bipartisan. Republican presidents or a Democratic president like Jimmy Carter certainly was a leader. What changed in the movement, in the political tenor that made protecting the environment so politicized?
Well, you know, John F. Kennedy and Lyndon Johnson did all of these environmental measures, and then Nixon came in, and Nixon recognized the people were demanding change. And so Nixon gets credit for the Clean Air Act of 1970. He pushed the Endangered Species Act of 1973 through. But you know what the vote in the Senate was for endangered species? Pretty progressive legislation to save California condor and eagles, alligators, 92-0. Our country said we aren't going to allow this to happen. We need a moment like that now where Democrats and Republicans come together and talk about environmental justice issues and say we're not going to have dirty water, but horrible sewage treatment, toxic debris. We're not putting all of the industrial waste and contaminants in poor neighborhoods, barrios, or ghettos, which tends to happen in the United States. Any town could have happened what just happened to them, and the railroads need hyper regulation. We've been deregulating them. They've been cutting jobs, and it's just totally unacceptable to be releasing toxins into your kids' life stream. The whole environmental movement of the 60s and 70s created because Rachel Carson wrote a book, Silent Spring Revolution, largely about DDT, but her insight was your children might be getting sick in the backyard. And everybody says environmentalism isn't about saving, the Yosemite or a redwood grove. It could be public health. And we're seeing in Ohio environmental disaster unfolding, and the public is unsure what to do, and our hearts have to go out for the people of Ohio and Pennsylvania. And it demands federal action because air quality and water knows no borders. It has to be federal. It can't be done by a state. So the Biden administration needs to step up.
Yeah.